KK Talks. It's a lovely Sunday morning for you. It's a lovely Sunday morning for me. It's actually Saturday, and we're back at it. I need to get these out again. I've been slacking a lot, but I've been picking up in other aspects of life. Not gonna lie. What else? I fucking forget. This is the thing, man. When I lose the groove, man, it's hard to get back on. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this all over again, or not even over again, or continue doing this, is because I saw internet internet anarchy do a video on the most wholesome YouTubers on the platform, and I'm not a wholesome. All right, yeah, I'm not wholesome per se, but the thing is, my intentions aren't bad. I'm not trying to be like OC or anything. I'm trying to stay on the platform as long as possible, continue my career, just be genuine at the end of the day. Cause what I do, someone else is probably feeling, and they have no outlet. So I give them the outlet. Plus, it's gonna help me promote my stand-up comedy one day, one big day in the future. Cause I'm getting good at stand-up comedy, and I'm getting good real fast, which is it's a great feeling. I've been doing it now. I can say honestly for a month. I've done my first stand up open mic was last year, and I haven't done a mic since what month is it? Is it November? No, it's October. So I haven't done mics since last month consistently. So every at least one time every single week. And I've been doing it for about three times or one time, 3 to 1 times a week. Most I think was four. I think yeah. I'm only doing that, only defining it as that because this guy Angel said that's the best way to describe it. You're not really doing open mics. You're not really doing comedy if you're not doing it every single week. And I know other comedians. This guy named David. He's doing 18 mics a week. 18 goddamn mics a week. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Now I'm starting to remember the names of the people who do stand up. I'm showing face a lot more. I'm getting some dabs, high fives, some fist bumps. We're doing a lot of good things real fast. And my friend Eddie's helping me out, and I really do appreciate his work that he's doing with me. Because it not just helps me, yeah, it really just helps me. I don't know if it helps him at all, but it really helps me. And it's really good to do comedy not alone, because doing it alone is fucking hell, honest to God. It is fucking hell. It's just, I get so much more nervous when I'm alone. I don't feel any energy when I'm alone. I can't talk to anyone about myself when I'm alone. It's great to have a friend doing it. And I see the other people who go to open mics alone, and they try to hang out with us, like they try to talk to us, they try to give us advice, they try to talk to us about their sets up. But like we're like two douchebags, so like we really don't give a shit about them. We really don't want to open up the dialogue because usually they are weird. And the thing is, that, like, they probably have great hearts, they probably have good intentions, but they're weird people. So we don't really hang out with them for too long. Like this one guy, he was talking to us for a little bit, but he just got really loud, really fast, and we're like, dude, there's still a guy on the stage. Like, don't be that loud. Like they can hear you. Or like he freaked out when we said something weird about like 9/11 and stuff. So it's good to have someone inside the game. I'm still considering moving down to Austin. One for Kill Tony, two to just get better at comedy. Because DC's not the best, at least for me. And it's a great scene, it's a lovely scene, everything else like that. But it'll grow. It will grow eventually. There's people doing some live casting stuff, so it'll grow eventually. But right now, it's really not the highest. I'm just trying to go big and bang for real, honestly. I don't want to keep doing this shit for 10 years. I don't want to keep doing open mics for 10 years, dude. I want to make it out because I need to make it out. Yeah, I've just been doing that. Some good things about it too. I've been practicing now, not just get on stage or not just write for a couple hours a day. Like I'm doing this on and off, on and off. Anytime I get any alone time, I'm saying my whole set. Anytime I get any alone time, I'm saying a whole new joke, thinking of a whole new joke, finding old jokes, re-saying the whole joke, trying to make it even funnier. And it's really good because I work with Eddie with my jokes too. And sometimes I surprise him because I'll change it right on stage or right before stage time or anything. And he'll be like, oh, damn, I didn't know you were going to say that. Like, you made that joke funny now. I was like, all right, bet, finally. Because me and him, it's the dynamic is pretty fun. It's we the only way we know we laughed is like, yeah, that's funny. We don't like die out laughing, or we just admit like, yeah, that's funny. It's a good joke. So it's like we're like being professional at the craft, but we haven't got paid yet, so we're not really professionals. So yeah, I've been doing that. I got comfortable on stage finally, which was a really great feeling. Honest to God, it was the stage over in Wicked Comedy down in Woodbridge. I got on, said my jokes. I started off with the hitter, my best joke that I thought it was gonna be, and it didn't hit as hard as I thought it was. So then I thought, actually, first time ever, it's weird to say because when you're on stage, people are looking at you, you got lights in your face, you're trying to read the crowd, you're trying to understand what's the next word that you thought of for this joke. Like, all these things, all these steps, it's harder just to think and make a move for the next thing. It's a game of chess, but it's like playing chess on the water with your eyes closed. Sometimes you forget to think or move to the right spot, and all of a sudden you did something stupid, which you knew was stupid while you're doing it, and then you have to acknowledge it on stage or something. It's a lot of moving pieces, and I finally got the opportunity to think on stage, which was great because it made me open up more. And even Eddie admitted it too. He's like, you weren't this that. He's like, that's the first time I seen you not just read jokes, but actually be a comedian. Like you showed up that time, and I was like, thanks, and I felt a lot better. And I'm continuing that. I did a riff mic the next day after that, and then I got booked for this dog appointment shit. So I did two mics this week. Yeah, it's Saturday, so I did two mics this week. Next week I did not sign up for any mics yet, and I don't know if I can do any mics because I'm still getting a new job too. But yeah, I like it. I like the open mics. I got a real new set coming up. I'm changing up my energy now because before I was doing like this monotone sociopathic vibe energy, and I always like doing that because it makes me feel calm, makes me feel in control, and I always have a great joke to turn the mood all the ways around. It's the that's my energy is a sociopathic energy, and someone told me that, so I followed him home that day, and always gets releases the tension of everything because I acknowledge that I am a little monotone and like starey and no emotion on my face. I understand that. I don't mind it at all because that's where I think the most. Calm nature, bigger choices. Yeah, I've always done that in my life, so I'm not afraid to show that on stage. But I also want to show energy on stage because I've seen other comedians do it, and I got really jealous. I'm like, dude, I don't have that energy. I have no jokes for that energy. Like the uppity, whoa, 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 pop, 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 boop, boop, boop. That type of energy, like clown type of energy. Like you're just looking like a fool, but you're having fun no matter what. So it's contagious. And I got a new lineup of jokes that are gonna hit that energy level, and hopefully they're all gonna hit because I rather keep that type of energy on stage than this fucking suicide prevention energy that I got right here. But on the other hand, too, hey, live a little, learn a lot. It's the best life that you only got. Yeah, I think that's all for the open mics. How am I making money now? Good question. I've been gone for a while, so you guys really don't know anything about how I'm doing. And I have backlogs of all my videos, every single one of them, so they're not lost or anything. But on the other hand, too, I'm not gonna re-upload them for no reason. Probably upload them like 10 years or something. I have them saved safely in this SD card. But right now, I'm still in the National Guard, Army as a mechanic. I'm door dashing if I need a DoorDash. I'm dog walking primarily. Make like $800 on the check, which isn't bad, but it's a 1099 job, so like I'm losing almost 30% of that in taxes in February, and I'm terrified of that because I am doing paycheck to paycheck living right now. I don't have enough money for fucking taxes in the fucking February. I don't have enough money. I don't have no money for taxes saved up, so that's not gonna be fun when that happens. Yeah, that's all I'm doing for money, and it kind of sucks because I don't like it at all. The only thing I like about it is my mindset is free. Like I don't have to think too hard throughout the day. It's a smooth fucking day. I'm usually doing solo dolo work, wearing whatever I'm wearing, and nothing too much of a commitment. Today I have 3 appointments to do. And the thing is too, like it's such a simple fucking job. I hate people so much. It's such a simple fucking job. Like the other day, I was doing this because these guys are going out for the weekend, not gonna be back. And he's guy gave me like a list of instructions, and he's like, "You're not writing this down or anything." Like usually they take notes. I'm like, "Dude, you want me to walk your dog, feed the cat, the end, right? What else do you want me to do here? Dance?" It's so stupid to me. I'm like, dude, it's not hard. This job is not hard. The thing you're asking for is not impossible. Yes, I might mess up a little, but taking notes weren't gonna solve it. It's not gonna change the world. The only thing gonna mess up is probably like the route we walk on. Maybe the route. Also, this lady, she said it, and I was about to. I should have made a joke about it, but when I heard it, I was like, dude, like, did you really just fucking say that to my face? Because she had two reactive dogs, and I've dealt with reactive dogs. There's this one dog that's very reactive. Like, I'm terrified of this dog because whenever I walk inside the house, this dog is literally shaking because she does not know what to do. She doesn't know if she can greet me or attack me. And she's not an aggressive dog. She's just reactive. She's a thousand. The thing about being reactive means that your mind is firing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You don't know what's the next move, and that thing is dangerous for dogs because they might do something wrong and they have no intention of doing it. Like they might bite you, but they might just like curl up in a ball right after because they didn't want to bite you at the end of the day. So very reactive, very explosive, very dangerous dog, honest to God. But her dogs weren't that bad. They're just barking a little. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like the dogs, they don't like colored people." I was like, "Jesus, you really fucking say that? What do you mean? How many like dogs aren't racist, there, lady? I'm sorry to tell you. I read this in Dog 101. Dogs aren't the racist ones. It's how you react, okay?" And I don't know her whole life, so I can't diagnose why the dogs hate colored people, but I'm pretty sure she's completely wrong. The dogs just are reactive because they have no discipline or they have no structure of what to do when someone's at the door other than bark at them. But yeah, they didn't hate me. They weren't that reactive too. Like the first thing I did was just because they were like really stubborn, really shy, really they didn't know what decision to make while on the walk. With their only choice is to walk. So I just started jogging to pick up the pace, and then that's it. They're done. Regular dogs, like no problem, no extra notes, no fucking. Because some people are just stupid, man. They said that the owner wants only female dog walkers, because that makes a difference. Now the owner says like, oh yeah, the colored people get her scared. Like, dude, you're probably scared of colored people, and they're trying to react off of that. They're trying to protect you. Maybe don't be afraid of black people. It's so fun. I was amazed that she said that to my face. I was like, wow. Like, thank God they're paying me because I can't say shit about you. Like, why? What else is happening? Yeah, so many fucking weird people, dude. There's so many. I hate walking into people's houses. It's such a strange feeling to me because some of these houses are $1,000,000 houses. So I'm walking to people's $1,000,000 house, talking to them as my fucking $25,000 a year heir, 20,000 heir, and they're millionaires. And I had this conversation with this one dude. He's an older gentleman. Literally, his house is literally $5 million, brand spanking new, cobblestone fucking wall. Like it's a beautiful fucking house, palace, mansion, whatever you want to say. And we're just talking shit, having fun. And I told him I do comedy, like that's one of my dream jobs. And I'm trying to move down to Austin. He's like, "Oh, I got property down there too." I was like, "Wow, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you have property random places." He said he came back from West Virginia, used to live in California. He has some property all around the country. And I was like, dude, we're not the same people, but we still shared a couple laughs. So that's the nicest part about it all. Like, we still shared a couple laughs. Because I told him, like, yeah, I've been doing this dog walking stuff way too much, man. It's killing up my week, all my time. I don't even have time for my dog, honestly. He's like, ha 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 ha. You know, the rich laugh, ha 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 ha. Well, you see, everyone in their own profession usually sucks what they do at home. Ha 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 ha. Like an accountant, they have someone else to do their work. And I was like, dude, this is fucking weird. Like their lifestyles are completely different. He said he saw his neighbor got bit by a golden doodle the other day, and she was scared to figure out if the dog had rabies or not. She didn't know. Like getting bit by a golden doodle, a fucking $4,000 dog. You got bit by a $4,000 dog in your neighborhood because it was wild and rampant, running around with designer dogs. I was surprised to hear that too. But then he's like, well, but her husband was a doctor. You just said it normally. He's a doctor, so she just went home. She just went to his practice and checked her out. but she still doesn't want to get the vaccine for rabies because she doesn't like it. I'm like, dude, what the what in that? This whole conversation had questions. How the hell do you just sneak all that shit in? How the hell did that all happen? Like I'm around like really the people who hire dog walkers are really rich. Like they don't even think I'm human rich. Like they don't see black people rich. Like they're really rich. You know how I can tell? Houses their house has their house has dust in it. Like in the most no, not dust, sorry. They hire fucking cleaners. They have cleaners roaming around the house. They have someone doing everything around the house every single time. Cooking for them, cleaning for them, dog walking for them. Like the only thing they do is just sleep. That's the only thing they actually do in their house is just sleep and be rich. You know, and they're always on the phone. Someone's always on the phone. It's so weird. Like I don't get it, dude. It's just it's weird as fucking shit to me, dude. And like most people might see that shit and get inspired and stuff. Like, oh my god, one day I have a house just like this, man. Be a rich guy just like this guy. This is my dream home. This is my dream idea. Like, it's not too hard. I'm serious. It really isn't too hard to have a mansion or like a lovely fucking estate. The only thing you need to do is buy property, buy the land, buy dirt cheap land. Like I'll give an example right now. It'll add on to the other part. So there's this house in Manassas or property in Manassas. Um, quarter of it, no 75.75 acres up for $69,000. Real cheap land, lake view and everything. Beautiful land, beautiful property. 32,100 square feet. I calculated. You can have a mansion and extra space and a couple dogs and a farm, whatever you want. $69,000. You're paying about like $700 in mortgage on that. Not bad at all. Right after that, you know what you do? You go hire somebody. You build a house because it's already permitted. There's already a permit for land. It's already excavated and everything. It's A1 property, so you can get a really big single house over there. You pay about $500,000. Build a fucking dream home, whatever you want. Because my dream home has only a few things: one, a garage; two, a stage; and three, a simple house. Like that. I don't want a big house. I want other shit on my property. I want to have a full functioning garage. I want to have a bar and stage so I can do comedy in my own backyard. Have events over there. Beautiful fucking view too. Got the lake. Got a dock. It'll just be amazing. Have paved fucking roads. I want to have some emus, some elks, some birds, big birds. What's that? Ostriches. I just want some random ass animals roaming the property 24/7. About 30 to 40 dogs. This like the fucking dream of everything. Have a bunch of shit. That's all I want. I don't want a really big house. I really don't give a shit about that part. I really want a nice ass kitchen, like restaurant made kitchen, beautiful kitchen. Yeah, that's really it. Just a beautiful fucking kitchen. I really don't give a shit about a living room. It's a beautiful fucking kitchen, a nice office space, and a bedroom. And then I want to have a garage where I can work, where it has a lift, it has to have a lift. Nice parking lot, and a stage for doing comedy on my own property. For several reasons. One, I can run businesses right then and there. Open up a garage, open up a bar, open up a comedy club, open up a hostel, so I can have like 10 rooms always open, have comedians living around me, have a great fucking space, start up a whole venue. It'll be fucking awesome. Well, that should cost less you than $500,000. Do a 30-year fixed mortgage. You pay about maybe $1,900 a month. You got 10 rooms going around. Let everyone pay $200 a month. You're pretty much covered with that. This is $900. You run a couple of shows, fix a couple of cars, dude. You're not just killing rent. You're fucking making more than rent, and you're living comfortably. Everyone on the property is living comfortably. $200 a month. Let's raise it to $400. Be simple, all right? And there you're done, dude. You're rich. You have beautiful property. You got a lake view. You got shit all around you. You got everything you ever want, except people. That's the only difference is you're not gonna be around the major cities, and that's not a problem for me. I don't like cities. I don't like cities at all. And like New York is disgusting to me. I went to Brooklyn one time. That shit is horrific, dude. That's not living. That's not a life. That's disgusting. Been to Pennsylvania too, 'cause my dad had to get treatment there. Disgusting. Horrible fucking city. Cities are disgusting, dude. People are like, oh, but you're around so much stuff. All the people, all the nice jobs. Like, nah, dude, you're around nastiness, man. There's some nasty stuff going around there. It's gross, yucky. Yeah, but I was looking at property. I was looking at property over in Manassas because I'm getting this new job. I did not lie in the resume. I did not lie in the resume at all. And since I've been fucking looking for jobs for like the past month and a half, this job might be, it's gonna be pretty fucking good. It's gonna be really good. I'm looking at 25 an hour minimum. I'll do up to 32 if I keep on getting promoted. That's one job. The other job is 34 to 38 dollars an hour, doing the same amount of shit that's at a different location, and it's just maintenance and diesel work. Like I'm a mechanic at the National Guard. I already work on Humvees, LMTVs, all the fucking big diesels we got. We do preventative maintenance, write up reports, put up orders, do everything possible so that we keep the trucks running and moving, just in case for any deployment, any convoys, to do. It's really easy for me to do. Everything makes sense. The checklist really is a lot easier. If I really need help, I can look at the technical manual, step by step instructions, how to do everything by the T. No problem at all. I think it's very easy to do, and I hope to God I get this job because one, if I get this job, I can fucking live again. I can have money to my fucking name, because I'm fucking living paycheck to paycheck, dude. Like I didn't even have enough money to pay my car taxes. I asked my mom for that. I asked my mom for the help, and she said I owe her now, so which fucking sucks. I hate owing her. I hate owing her money. Cause one, she already complains about money. Two, it makes me feel like a shittier person. Cause I don't have the money for it, and I'm asking for help. So hopefully I get that goddamn job, and she gets off my back too, because she called me up the other day and told me like, so, what are you doing in life? What are you in school? Are you still doing the school shit? Because I lied to her and told her I was in school for some programming stuff. I really was though at the time, but like I can't. I'm not doing. I can't do it, man. I really can't. It kills me, burns my soul like a fucking cigarette on the bottom of my chest, dude. It hurts so fucking much to do that shit. Cause one, I suck at it. Two, I have to try really hard at it. And three, I just hate it. Like the idea of like, I saw the speech from Jim Carrey the around 2017, 2014. I don't know the actual exact year, but he said you can do whatever you want, but don't chase safety because you're never gonna be safe in what you do. Because his father was an accountant and he thought it was a safe job, and that is a safe job to my definition too. But he lost his job and he lost everything, and he didn't even enjoy doing it. That's not what his dream or job was. But he chose safety over happiness, and it still bit him in the ass. And they ended up making his family homeless, which is a horrible fucking feeling at the end of the day. But I don't want to try that. I don't want. It's simple to me. It's bread and butter to me. Like, dude, don't chase safety, because at the end of the day, you might not be safe, and the only thing you did was ruin your life, because you thought you were gonna be safe. Just choose what you love to do, because at the end of the day, if you don't make $1, if you make 100 million, dude, you just love doing it. It wasn't for the money. It wasn't for the safety. It wasn't for the security. It's for the peace of mind that you're gonna have at the end of your life and the beginning. It's like it makes so much sense to me. So I told her I was doing comedy, and that's my dream job. And she just hit me with the regular parents stuff like, oh, okay, but well, when are you gonna get a real job? When are you gonna take shit serious? Because that's not gonna pay you, right? That's not gonna get you a family one day. I was like, I didn't ask to get a family. I asked to be a comedian, and that's the only thing I'll ever ask for too. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna beg and plead to have a family where I'll be miserable and working my ass off. Cause she said she doesn't want me to end up like my dad, and how my dad is just working his fucking dick off for his whole life. But the thing is, though, my dad still had a rough life, and he still made the best choice possible, and he still was happy, content, because he's a religious man. He still gets to practice his faith as much as he can. He busted his ass for his family. He left a whole nother country and started a new life here, and he did a great fucking job. Like he did a lot, and he didn't do bad at all, but he struggled all the way through. And my mom says she doesn't want to see me struggle, which makes sense. Which makes sense at the end of the day. But I rather struggle at something I love than struggle something I hate. So I'm still gonna do comedy, and I'm getting better too. That's the best part. I'm getting better at this shit. So eventually, in a year or two, I won't have to have a regular job. I can just do comedy full time. But on the other hand, too, I like being a mechanic. Like it's fun. I work with my hands. I know something gets done. Like by the textbook definition, something in this world got done by my own two hands. It feels great. I got my own time and effort done in it, and it's not a problem for me at all. I just because the thing is, I'm not gonna be a fucking lube technician. I'm not changing oils. I'm not changing fucking breaker fluid, or I'm not doing that stupid shit anymore, dude. Even if it's the National Guard, like, dude, I change. I look at a differential and I fix the problem with the differential, or I'll reline the fucking truck, or I need to do, or I'll do something big. I'll do something major, and then I'll just like come back to the civilian sector. I'm like, yeah, the only thing we can let you do is probably change the oil on the truck. I'm like, dude, come on, don't. Can you not disrespect me, please? I know how to change fucking oil. Like I was about to work at this Ford dealership, and they said we'll start you off at $16 an hour. I'm like, come on, dude. Really? You're really gonna do me? You said that straight to my face. You really said that straight to my fucking face. $16 an hour, to do what? Because they want me. They always say like, oh, we're trying to get you up to a flat rate, or flat rate, or the flat rate system where you work per job. Dude, that's how you get fucked. All right, that's how you get fucked as a mechanic. Never do that. Don't fucking do flat rate. One, it's not consistent. Two, you just might get screwed at the end of the day. And I don't want to get screwed at a job that I find happiness. I'd rather work hourly. Rather put overtime, rather let my money work for my time too. It makes no sense to do flat rate. Because they'll be like, oh yeah, we're doing engine replacement, or we're fixing up or diagnosing an engine. You got 4 hours to do it, or like 8 hours to do it. Like, what do you mean 8 hours? So it's 2 hours to take out the engine, 2 hours to put it back in. So you're telling me I got 4 hours to diagnose the engine, repair the engine, and be done? You give me 4 hours to do all that, or some bullshit like that. Or so they think like, oh yeah, you just got a simple one. You just got brakes. You just do brakes. You got 2 hours on brakes, and you get paid the job. I like, nah, dude, just give me hourly. Let me fucking focus. Let me take my time. Let me get the job done right. If you put me on a flat rate system, the only thing I'm gonna do is do the job as fast as possible. I'm not gonna do the job right. You know why? Because you didn't care if I did it right. You only paying me to get the job done, and I don't like that fucking system, dude. It doesn't make me happy. Also, what I'm doing, I'm looking into to get A&P cert so I can work on pilots, jet engines, all that good stuff. Eventually, to get maybe a private sector job, someplace working with actual planes, jets. Yeah, crack that 100K mark, make some good money, really test my own technical skills. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty good working with diesel trucks. I'm pretty good understanding working with all vehicles. I have zero understanding with planes, and I really want to get good at that. That's like a whole nother level of fucking expertise that I have no idea in, and I'll be really happy to understand it for like preventative maintenance and repairs. I mean, I don't want to be an engineer. I don't want to redesign anything. That's not my true heart and desire. I just like understanding stuff, get the full grasp, make sure everything's working at tip top shape. Because even as a child, I remember as a child, the only thing I would do would be tear down and rebuild, tear down and rebuild, tear down and rebuild. Anything and everything I had. As soon as my uncle, my family, anyone else gave me something that's like, yeah, it's trash, we don't need it, I'm like, perfect. Give me a fucking screwdriver. We're gonna find out what the hell is inside this computer. Tear it down completely. Like, all right, I'm done. And then I was like, all right, let me try putting it back. And put it back together. Like, all right, there we go. It's trash now. We throw it all away. Same thing with like a TV. I remember I did that with a TV too, one of those old TVs, and I found out like, oh, you look at this really big magnet. Look, it's really cool, and I'm really happy. Like it tickles the brain, dude. That's the thing. Find something that tickles your brain, because if it doesn't tickle your brain, you're not getting no grooves inside of it. You're just a smooth brain individual, and you're always gonna be stupid. So yeah, that's my dream. I'm getting closer to it. The A&P school is about 50K for tuition. It runs 2 years. I have no clue, no idea how the hell I'm gonna get that money, let alone take the class and be able to survive with a full-time job and take the class, so I can be certified. Because at the end of the day, I get this diesel tech job. Boom, boom, boom. I go to school for A&P. Boom, boom, boom. I already have experience working on diesel trucks. I already have mechanical comprehension, and I have an A&P certification. I get a nice job coming out of 6 figures, easy. Working at a big place, a lot of fucking tools. That's the thing that really gets me hard, man. I love getting tools. I love tools, and people don't understand, dude. When you work with your hands, or you do anything, where you need a tool, you need to get a brand new device, equipment, whatever it is, man. That shit, oh, That shit gets my heart hard, man. I love that shit so fucking much. Like, there's so many fucking tools. So many tools in this world, and it's so fucking amazing. And people like having other nice stuff. Like, oh, let me get some new tech. Let me get a new iPhone. Let me get new clothes. Like, nah, dude. When I see a lineup of tools, man, I'm like, oof, I can get something done. Like, I'm really into motorcycles too. I don't have enough tools to work on my motorcycles, which sucks at the end of the day. And it's dangerous and scary to work with minimal amount of tools. Working with anything is dangerous and scary. Like, I don't even have a jack for my motorcycle. You know how fucking terrifying it is to lift up or try to lift up a motorcycle without a jack and hope to God it's gonna stay balanced. It's fucking annoying. Plus, it's hard to diagnose things. I don't even have. See, look, I got a dirt bike legally. I got a dirt bike, broken everything all the way through. DRZ 400. I still love that bitch. I have no money to keep it up and running or fixing up any of the issues, because this guy who I can't say that part actually. That makes it sound bad. There's electrical problems. That's all I can say. There's electrical problems, and because it burned through not the alternator, or I think it's a stator or something, wherever the battery goes to the first place to regulate how much charge everything gets. It burned all the way through, thus fucking up a lot of more wires. But on the other hand, too, it was a DRZ standard or something. It wasn't really street legal, so the wiring was I already have to get new wiring so I can put some lights on it and everything else to make it street legal and stuff. But he burned through it, so now you can't even ride it throughout the streets. It's mechanically perfect though. He says he can run it. He can still get it kick starting, but there's no electric start. I'm like, dude, you broke the fucking bike. That's all you did. That's the only thing you told me. You broke the fucking bike, you dickhead, and you're trying to play it down, but you did break it. And I don't have the tool to diagnose which wire is really running through, which where is everything really broken. It's physically damaged. I can see that, but when I put in some new wires and get a new wiring harness, I have no clue which ones are actually getting the power, or where, or which part needs to get more grounded, or why it's not turning on, or why is it not turning over. Other parts, there's a lot of broken parts. I have no money to fix it up. I have no money to get the right tools, so I was just sitting down collecting rain and water, which I hate the most, because at this point, I'm going to buy another wiring harness. And at this point, I'm probably going to get another fucking thing that's not, everything is corroded. Same thing with my, I got this SSR Laser 6. Beautiful fucking moped. Beautiful, dude. Like, it's a Harley Davidson's little sister. It's a beautiful fucking thing. Love the craft, honestly. Even though it's a Chinese bike, like, I love the craft of it. Love the seating, love the feeling. It was my first moped, first thing on two wheels. Really got really comfortable on it. I could do almost any maneuver, really low to the ground, so my feet can rub on the floor. Like my knees can touch the ground, honestly. And I love that shit, dude. Going over humps though, it's a fucking. That's where I meet the devil's asshole. It's not comfortable. But I got that bike. I burned through the fucking engine. If misfired because of a new CDI, new spark coils, new spark plug, new ignition coil, and a brand new carburetor. It's still carbureted, which I love, dude. Fuck your fucking fuel injection. Fucking, I hate that shit, dude. Carbureted is where it's at. It's where it's ever gonna be. Simple, easy to do, really easy to upgrade. Just change the fucking jets on the fucking carburation, because it works like this. It gets fuel, it gets air. It sprays it, lights it up, boom. Or sprays it, goes into the engine at a perfect amount of mixture, so it's always adjustable. So if you want to hear it purr a little higher, you just fuck up the engine, and you make sure it's choked up, and you hear that pop 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 pop. You're not supposed to run it like that at all. You're supposed to only choke the engine when it's cold, so it can warm up and stuff. Because cold engine is a bad engine. But if you're a dickhead like me and you just like loud bikes, choke that bitch up, pop 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 pop, pop, get everyone mad. But the problem is I had everything beautifully, so it works like this. The engine works like this. It takes in things, and it takes out things. It's like a body. You eat a big burger, you got a big asshole. Shit's gonna come out. But what I did was I ate a big burger, and I had a small asshole. So everything just got clogged, and then it had a lot of carbon built up at the bottom, and then a misfire happened, which sent a spark out, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. But then I had to push the bike home. It fucking gave me a goddamn heart attack. I was like, dude, I lost my bike. I can't ride it anymore. And I should have, still to this day, I should have just bought another fucking. I kept the stock goddamn exhaust the whole time, while improving everything else, which is the stupidest thing ever. Tore down the engine to see where the problem was, see where the issues was. Do so much carbon buildup inside the engine, dangerous amount of carbon buildup. I was like, dude, thank God this whole thing didn't fucking blow up on me. Then I saw, so it works like this. There's two different things. The timing bow is like a clock. So every time it hits 12 o'clock, boom, it fires. 12 o'clock, fires. 12 o'clock, fires. And at like 3 and 9 o'clock, that's when the thing will like take in something. And at 9 o'clock, it will shoot it back out. And at 12 o'clock, that's when it'll fire. So it's go do 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 do. Oh, he sent me a list. All right, that's great. So that's what it was. But then the 9 o'clock fired way too hard. That's where the spark came out, and it punched a hole inside the cylinder. It didn't punch a big hole, but it made a hole big enough where it couldn't. It's not lined up anymore. So instead of hitting it at 9 o'clock, it would hit it like at 6 o'clock, and it wouldn't turn over. It'll be late timing. So I got out the measuring tool. Had to measure it at a certain amount of length, so it can always hit 9 o'clock perfectly. And I readjusted it. Thought it was gonna be pitch perfect, but I still didn't. At that point, I didn't see the hole or like the small indent that it made. And I thought, oh, it's not a big deal. Whatever, it's just a small indent. But that little amount of space created too much of a problem. So can't fire at 9 o'clock. Turn over the bike. It started up again, and then just died out again. So then I saw the damage. I was like, fucking shit. I don't know what part this is. I don't know what, I need to measure it. I need to go find it at a Chinese fucking place. I need to replace that fucking piston. But another hand, he was like, dude, it's a 49cc engine. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this on a shit bike. It has 2 horsepower. 2 horsepower. So basically a wagon at that point. That's all it was. But I hit 55 on it. So I'll tell you that it was fucking. That's when I felt God's grace, man. That shit was fucking fast for a fucking moped. So I'm gonna buy his new Predator engine. It has 14 horsepower, 7 times the speed that I'm gonna expect. After that, I'm gonna buy some more body work, cause that right there is gonna destroy the fucking body. And instead of having a bad engine, I'm gonna have fucking a bad fucking suspension, and I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna get hurt. So I'm gonna upgrade the hell out of it. Still keep the perfect look. It's such a beautiful look, dude. I love it. It's a lightweight Harley, dude. That's all it is. A lightweight Harley, like the lightest possible weight. No electric involved. And I seen an electric Harley too. I swear to God, I thought I was hearing things because I saw the guy pull up. He was driving across from me. I saw him pull up. And I was like, let me hear this fucking engine go. That looks like a Harley. And I was like, dude, did the engine get cut off or something? Like I don't hear anything. And he just zoomed like, me. I was like, dude, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh, that's the electric one. That sucks, dude. Why buy an electric fucking motorcycle? Why? That dude, it was like having sex but still staying in stationary or whatever. The most boring position. That's all it is, dude. Like you didn't want to experiment. You didn't want to have that fucking feel of fear. You're really gonna buy an electric motorcycle. You're really a loser at heart. That's all you think you are. Oh, that's sad, man. It's a sad thing. Next bike I'm getting, I'm not going faster. That's not my dream. I'm not gonna go faster. My SV650, dude. I pray, dude. If I ever feel like I'm down in the dumps for a week, I just ride my SV650 and then I go back to religion, dude. That shit scares the hell out of me still, cause one, it's 400 pounds, 4 times my weight, which is not fun. So like maneuvering and everything is just I'm just talking to the devil every single time I ride that shit. It's so scary. It's so fucking terrifying. And I really wish I wasn't that terrified of it, but like I'm so scared of it still. And people ride it around. I see people on YouTube ride it around like this is the perfect bike. It's lightweight, it's easy, maneuverable, and everything. I can do all my drills. I can run around circles. It goes 0 to 60 in 3.8. Like it's a fun overall bike. Never regret it. I bought it. I regret every single decision I made on it. But I'm not gonna buy a CBR for 300. You know why? Because I have a penis. I don't have a pussy. Right? My buddy, old coworker. It was funny because I was just riding around. I saw this guy. We both waved. Ended up hitting the stop sign at the same time. Like, hey, so I was like, so where are you going right now? He's like, I'm just riding around. I was like, oh yeah, me too. You want to follow me? He's like, yeah, sure. We just rode around. We hit a station that was pretty far, and then You just talked. It's like, hey, what is? I was like 300. He's like, yep. It was a tiny ass bike. I was like, God damn, this shit is small. Like it's really just a little. It's really just a big brother moped. That's all it is, dude. You're not really going crazy fast. And he saw my SB650. He's like, man, this is the bike I should have got, dude. Like this 300 was too simple. But on the other hand, too, don't get a fast bike. Don't get the most logistically smart bike, dude. Get the bike that feels the most comfortable. Because the only thing you should be doing on a motorcycle is riding it every single day. And if you're not comfortable on the bike, it's not your bike. It's not bike. It's not the bike's not for you. I can't ride my fucking SB6 every day, because I just feel like I'm gonna fall and slide, and I don't have enough money to die. I don't have enough money to die yet, so I just play it safe. But I still have it, still tune it up, still do a little work on it. I don't know what to add. I don't want to lower it, but I feel like lowering it will make me feel a lot more comfortable. Like anything lower to the ground is a lot more better. When you go higher, you can go faster, obviously, but like it's the stability on it is not the same. I think that's the rule. I want to change the handlebars too. I hate riding like this, dude. You have to ride like this, like I'm a fucking Moto GT or like I hate that. I like that. I like the comfortable, maybe even the higher. No chopper size. I like comfortability, dude. I like moving around, leaning my body. Like I hate doing meow meow meow. Bam, bam. It's fun as hell. If I see an open road, man, sheesh, man, you're not gonna stop me. You're not gonna stop me going full rev, dude. I love that shit the most. Brakes are amazing. Handling is pretty decent, but I some days I might feel really comfortable, but most of the time, like, dude, I'm on God's grace. That's the only thing I'm doing here. And I hate that shit so much. I just really want to enjoy it, but on the other hand, too, I can't yet. Like, I was riding around for a whole day one time for dog walking, and I was riding around dog walking. Problem is, one, my can't charge my phone. Two, like I'll just get to the dog walking place and I'll be shaking. I'm like, oh my god, I am in a fucking my adrenaline's through the goddamn roof right now. I love this fucking feeling. Or I love getting there safely. I don't like riding fast, but I love getting there safely. And it was a perfect fucking day. This August weather, this fall weather, perfect fucking motorcycle season. And every time I see a bike on the road, when I'm in my car, dude, I just tear up a little. I'm like, that should have been me. I should have done that, but I can't, man. I'm in my fucking Camry. I'm in an embarrassing goddamn vehicle. They don't know I'm cool, and it's such a great fucking feeling throwing up doing a 2 up, 2 down. Such a because I just feel like everyone else is looking at me like, wow, what is it? Are they in a motorcycle gang? Like, is this initiation? What did I just witness? Like, nah, dude, you gotta ride to figure it out, man. 2 up, 2 down. All right, I got one more topic I want to cover. Dating apps, dating apps. So I've been single my whole fucking life. I'm 24 years old. I don't mind being single too. Sometimes it might bother me. Like I had a manic episode because I didn't sleep for 4 days straight, or I didn't sleep longer than 6 hours for 4 days straight, and it was a terrifying feeling. And I almost texted my ex that I only dated for like a month or and a half or something. I almost texted her on Indeed, or not Indeed, LinkedIn, and I haven't seen that bitch like 5 years. And it was so scary because I told myself this is such a great idea. She definitely needs to hear you right now. She definitely needs to read this message, and I still have the message saved on my phone. But dating apps, dude, like the argument is always what's the argument? If you need to find someone you love, you're gonna learn a lot by yourself, be your other half, da 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 da. You'll be a whole person. You can learn. You can grow together. You can learn together. You can be fulfilled in life now because of it. But another thing too, I value freedom more than anything else in this goddamn world. I can't check in with somebody. I literally can't do that as my life. I would hate to check in with anyone. Some arguments on the other side too is like we're in the manosphere stuff, feminist era, man era, a lot of different eras inside the internet which portrays all these narratives and stuff, how a man should be, how a woman should be, how a relation should be. I still have my own definition. I still have my own sanctity, comfort. I still have my own mindset, my own ideas and beliefs, which is the only thing more important. Yeah, the only reason no, you get in a relationship so you can have a family. That's the thing. That's the number one rule. Like that's one reason I get in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, I'm just using logic and facts. Because I am a man. That's the only thing I have in this world. I have no feelings involved, right? It's because you have a child, and if you have a child, that's way more important than your significant other. Because you met your significant other after a time period in life. You weren't there with them the whole time of their life, so shouldn't be their they really shouldn't be your whole life. At the end of the day, you met your wife at what, 25, 30. She's been alive for 25, 30 years before that. You got your kid, you're there from the beginning all the way to the end. That's through and through. That's your bread and butter. That's where all your time, all your effort, all your love, all your support, all your ideas should go through right then, through that person. Your wife is just someone you met at a certain time in life. Yes, you can still love them. Yes, they're still important to your life. But on the other hand, too, like, they're just a person at the end of the day. They're not the reason why you should die. They're not the reason why you should live. They're a great person. You chose them because great qualities inside them, and you see a future that you both can have together. That's beautiful. That's a great thing to have. But on the other hand too, like, they're not the world, dude. They're not at least in my mindset, they're not my fucking world. At the end of the day, they're a great person. I love them for everything, but like, they didn't make me. They didn't make me as a person, and they're not gonna tear me down as a person either. I don't know if that's a good or bad mindset to have. I really don't know, honestly. But the dating apps, I'm on every single fucking one of them. And the thing is, too, I'm switching on and off and every single. Sometimes I forget I'm on them too. Like, I'll just have the app on my phone, and then I'll get a notification. No, I turn off all notifications. That's really helped me. Turn off all notifications from dating apps because there's always some bullshit. It's like, well, it's a surge this tonight. Oh, find your astrological sign, or like, it's voting season. Find a bitch to vote with you. Like, it's some bullshit. They always want to pull you back in. So when you turn off all the notifications, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I have this app, and just pop it up. I'm like, oh yeah, no one matched with me. All right, and just close the app. Just keep pushing P. Like, maybe one day. And it sucks because, like, at the end of the day, yeah, dude, a significant other would be fucking beautiful. Like, there's nothing too bad with that at all. You grow as a person. You learn about yourself. You learn about how to communicate with others. You expand your network. You expand your people you can connect with. You share an intimate thing with somebody else, and there's a lot of great things with that. It's just I hate the freedom part about it. I just hate checking in. I hate losing time. I hate making plans for other things. I have a lot of free time, and I fucking love it. Like, I can't regret that shit ever. And I know one day in the far, far future, I'm gonna look back at my fucking 20s and like, yep, those were the days, man. Being broken, sad. Those were the fucking dream. These are the fucking dream days, dude. Nothing was in my fucking way. Nothing was in my fucking future. I can't regret a fucking day that I had. Like, it's always that fucking theory. Like, you turn 40, 50, got a wife and kids, full-time job. You do what you got to do to stay alive, and doing what you want to do so you can enjoy your life. You just look back like, oh, I remember when I was a bum and being poor and all the miserable days. I love those fucking shits because I'm finally over it. Yeah, I understand that part. But when you're in it like me right now, it's like, dude, can I just get a little money? Like, I want to buy cereal, please. I want to buy some Lucky Charms. I'm eating well, not gonna lie. But I'm still not eating a lot. 'Cause I figured out how the way it works, right? You make good food once a day. You make good food once a day and you're good. All right. Real good food once a day. And you just, like, what I've been making that really is surprising my skills and technical abilities is salmon nuggets, deep fried salmon nuggets, deep fried crab. Everything's getting deep fried, honestly, 'cause one, it fills me up and it's a big meal. And mix it with some pasta, some sauce. Those are the big things I'm eating. One for protein, two for carbs, and three just fills me up all the way. First of all, fish is very healthy for you. Even if it's deep fried, it's still healthy. It's better than chicken and beef. Like, at least the flavor is there, dude. I love fish. I love crab. I love salmon. I love fried rice. Oh, I should have fried the shrimp. Jesus. 'Cause I also make rice balls too. Some arancinis. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. It tastes great. Put some sauce on it. Oh, fills me up. But yeah, I just make rice or pasta for my carbs, and I do seafood for my protein 'cause I'm tired of ground beef and I'm tired of fucking chicken. It's not worth the cheapness. And I think I had 5 pounds of crabs. a big old circle of fucking shrimp. It's like whatever serving tray, cocktail shrimp serving tray, and a pack like 6 salmon fillets, some pasta sauce, and what else did I buy at the store? But either way, equal to $60. And I was like, this is not bad. It's gonna get me through 2 weeks. It did get me through 2 weeks. Like I still have some crab left over, and I got a whole bunch of rice too. So it's just either rice with the protein or pasta with the protein. Either way, two good choices. Two really good choices. I'm not complaining about it at all. So I've been doing that. Well, I was talking about dating. Oh my god, how the fuck did I get to food? Let me just finish off the dating scene. So now I'm doing Bumble only. No, Bumble and Hinge only. I deleted Badoo. I'm not doing Facebook dating. I'm not doing Tinder. I'm not doing Hilly. I'm not doing any of those apps anymore. Cause one, it just promotes degeneracy at the finest level, the highest fucking level, competitive degeneracy. Just fucking prostitution or OnlyFans or fucking 18-year-old girls who are just like, I just wanna experiment on the world. I just wanna see how much money I can get today. I'm like, all right, dude, fuck you, bitch. Like, I hate you a little. And what else am I doing? Yeah, just doing Bumble and Hinge. And the thing is, I'm like doubling down on being serious on that app. Usually I just say like some random shit, like some rude or disrespectful shit. But now I'm just doing like actual, like real, telling you them my actual fucking life and stuff. Like I am a mechanic. I do stand up comedy. There's only two things I'm really betting on. And I'll tell them I'm conservative too, because honestly am. I don't know if I'm Republican, but I am conservative beliefs of how to live life. I don't like taxes, and I like my freedom. That's only two big things. Don't take my money and don't take my fucking land. That's only two big ideas. And I like buying shit. So I don't want to keep giving money back. I don't want to help out the homeless. That's not really my dream. Because the philosophy I have for these homeless people is this is horrible right now. Thank God it's at the 52-minute mark. Yeah, my philosophy for the homeless people is like, dude, you give someone $1, you just taught them how to make money. That's the only thing. You just taught them how to be poor. You didn't teach them any skills. And yes, we should have some programs to help these guys get careers, help these guys get aspirations, help these guys give back to the communities at the end of the day, because they'll make them a better person. But giving them just free money really isn't helping them at all. The only thing you're doing is promoting the idea of the homeless class and how they can make money. Because they do want a better life, but like it's hard to get a better life when you have no other option. And I understand that part. It's hard to fucking it's hard to get a house, get a car, try to start a life when the only thing you know how to make money by is just collecting $1 from other people and looking really sad. Another part too, like obviously I want to help them out, but I don't have enough money to give out. First of all, too, and second, I want them to get a skill. I want them to give back to the community. I want them to understand, like, yeah, I did this, and this. Look at that. That's my type of work. I can help out this guy. I did that guy. Like, there's other ways to feel accomplished. I want them to feel accomplished in life. I don't want them just to survive. I want them to feel great. And that's how I turned dating apps into fucking homeless people. All right. So I think I wrapped up everything. I still want to talk for 5 more minutes. Let's talk about the future of this channel. Let's talk about the future and the past too. So I did have an AK Talks morning show channel. I'm just gonna change this now to AK Talks, but it's gonna be Sunday morning edition. But I'm gonna try to crank out 3 videos a week. Maybe do Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. That's why I'm gonna release episodes. So I'm gonna continue doing this only because one, it might make me $1 one day. Two, it'll be a craft I can use to practice my stand-up comedy too. All right, the dog's coming out. Hold up. All right, back at it. Yeah, so it's gonna help me practice my stand-up comedy, help me and network too, open up my pool of people I can talk to who I can work with at the end of the day. And three is just, and I feel like this is the most important part for me too. I'm only 24 years old. There's 24-year-old people just like me, better or worse. And it's great to paint the narrative of my life, give them an idea of what I was doing at this time. Great for my children too, if I ever have one. And they can see this shit. It's wide open to the public. Anyone can view. I don't think that's a bad thing at the end of the day. Having people to see other people's lives and understanding their difficulties, hardships, and everything else in between. That's a great thing that the internet brought in this world. It's a great thing to do for other people too. At the end of the day. Yeah. The other thing too, my is working with other dogs and seeing other people's dogs and seeing my dog. I'm like, dude, my dog can use a little bit more work. I finally got her a 6 foot leash instead of the 4 foot leash because I want her to one. I want her to be more calm. Two, I want her to get a little bit more space when we walk so she can do stuff instead of sitting as walking by next to me. Cause she's kind of an asshole on the leash. I'm not gonna lie to you. She is an asshole still on the leash. She doesn't pull as much, but she will run in one direction and fucking rule my fucking arms and my fingers too, which is annoying as hell. So I'm doing that. Bought her a new cage. Got her some new toys. She does great with the gentle lead. It's the one that goes around her nose. She does great with that because she can't fight. That's the thing. A dog's life is a fighting life. Like when they're young, the only thing they want to do is whatever the hell they want to do. It's just a teenager or whatever mindset. Like I'm strong, I'm fast, but I'm not smart. But so I'm gonna keep doing whatever I want to do, and you can't stop me. That's the mindset of a dog. I honestly. And you're supposed to just like what get her tired so she can't be happy or she can't do whatever she wants. 'Cause a tired dog is a happy dog. A happy dog is a good dog. So make sure your dog's always tired. But the thing is too, like they still need a general respect of authority, a general respect for humanity too. They can't. They're not humans. They're not stronger than the humans. They're not faster than you. What? I won't say they're not faster, but they can't just jump on people. That's the problem. They can't just do whatever they want to people. They need to have a level of authority. 'Cause one, somebody's gonna put her down one day. Is it like if she does something fucking stupid like that? Someone's just gonna put her down, either by a car, accidents, or anything, or just if she fucking gets too excited and attacks another person. 'Cause that's how dog attacks usually really do happen. It's just too much energy for one dog, and she doesn't know how to malleably diversify her portfolio of energy. Look at these big words, and it ends up fucking up someone's day. And she is technically a pit bull breed mix, so zero strike policy for them inside the state of Virginia. It sucks at the end of the day because she's not violent at all, but like someone else can see her and she can do something small, minuscule, and it end up dead because of it. So I do an intense training once a week, and after that it's just regular walks. I'll do one walk with a collar on, and one walk with a gentle leash on, and I always have it on the side just in case she's acting too much. And I always try to take it on and off throughout the walk so she can understand, like, yo, either you can have it on and be great, or we can take it off and you be great. But if you're not going to be great when we take it off, it's going right back on. Which sucks because, like, at the end of the day, I don't want her to have it on, but I don't want her to fucking go crazy, too. Like, it's not safe for me and for her. She should not be, because the worst thing that she can do, and she might do till this day, is if she sees another dog across the street, or she sees something she wants to chase that's across the street, and she just bolts, and a car doesn't notice that shit, and all of a sudden I'm holding a dead dog, and that she can do that, and she won't stop herself from not doing it too, which is the problem, because it's close to happen. It's a bunch of times. It's like a downhill, cars coming down a hill, so there's a blind turn too. Dog's walking across. She's lunging at the dog, pulling at the dog, and pulling at me to go get that dog so she can jump on him. Car's coming down. All of a sudden, I need to grab my dog like by the leash. I'm like, dude, by the collar. I need to grab her because she's lunging into the streets. And I was like, dude, why the fuck are we doing this? Like, it's fucking dangerous and it fucking stresses me out. All of a sudden, it's not a fun walk. All right, but that's the show. AK Talks Morning Show. Have a classy day.